Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, and we are in the first class trial, so we're just gonna jump right in and continue where we left off in the last part.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
How do you know that?
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
God, I love him so much, he's such a fucking nutter!
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right, Byakuya probably knew because a specific item... No, okay. Wasn't finished reading that. Let's see, where is our... Oh, this. I was like, where is the...
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides
Behave,
Monokuma
birds.
would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Maybe it was you.
Me? Are you sure?
I can't wait to find out who it is. I have no clue.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies.
The first one was obvious with Leon. I have no clue now.
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. His strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Sorry. My thing came unplugged and I can't get it plugged back in. Anyway. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come
Sorry, I didn't
forward,
click
they
that
never
fast.
would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Okay.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
Glow in the dark?
Right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. It was the glow in the dark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands.
I see!
Glow in the dark.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
You'd have to have.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Well,
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
maybe it was for you, Hiku. Maybe he was hiding in the bathroom.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
No.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
It's so fucking random.
Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
Oh, Monomi in the background swinging. That was fucking hilarious and so wrong.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
She does carry around like a fucking like sword or whatever the hell. Whatever they're actually called. I mean, she could just knock it. I mean, it's not that high up. By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko is the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? No. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up till now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies, please fire truth bullets to prove the other person's testimony is correct. Fucking A! Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so now we have blue that we agree with, and the yellow ones are ones we disagree with. Oh, he was talking about the bathroom. Okay, so...
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
She could have caused the blackout. That would be us agreeing with her. But I don't agree with that.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
She was the one in the
Not even
bathroom?
before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Damn it, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office?
She was in the bathroom.
That's clearly a desperate excuse.
I think his thing... Okay, yeah, so okay, it is. Person's testimony is proof that Peko was in the office. During the time Peko was somewhere other than the office. Yeah.
Since
I
Peko
got it.
was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any...
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Okay. Yes, she had to have been the one in the bathroom. Because that's his whole account, was the
Peko was
bathroom.
telling the truth.
And she felt sick. And then she ran outside.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Not the killer person, so I was wrong.
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
She had the poops!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Oh my god.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Poor girl.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Oh my god, he gets horny off of fucking somebody taking a fucking shit. This guy is such a creep. Can he just be the murderer so he has to get put to death? Because he's creeping me out and I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Seriously, stop it.
Yeah, he's a creepy creeper, like...
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
I was looking at Akane as Gundam started talking at first, and it's just really funny if you like look at her and listen to his voice and imagine his voice coming out of her. Like I had glanced at her first and I was like, wait, huh? And then I realized like, okay, it's supposed to be focusing on him, but she was just, it seemed like my eyes hit her first, so I just kept staring at her because it was hilarious.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Oh.
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Her boobs are so fucking big, it's crazy. It hurts my brain. The question is whether Peko's stomach ache was a coincidence. Or Peko's state, sorry. Or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Okay, what are we... Knife, timer, dishes. I'm going... Okay, hold on. How do we change these again?
Did you eat anything weird?
Oh. How can
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it...
Dishes.
You brought food to the office, right?
But that's gotta be it. I mean, it's gonna be
Just
food
a
in
little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the
Back!
food. How suspicious!
It's like it knew.
Like that.
It's like I'm gonna click it, and then it's like, oh, we were.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Yeah. I know.
Did you eat anything?
I don't remember eating. Now that you
You brought food
No,
to
but
the
what's her
office,
face?
right?
Akane ate a bunch of it, so yes, I.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you
There
think?
couldn't have been laxatives in there because
No, that's
Akane
wrong.
ate like a fucking metric fuck ton, and she's did not have the poops.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Peko wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Akane ate like 90% of
If
it.
the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well. I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering.
Her arm is so fucking long.
Let's just dismiss Peko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
just seem not amused.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. The 15 irons and... I'm just guessing, because otherwise why the hell were they there? Jesus. Yes, irons in storage room. That's what I want to use.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No.
Maybe they used a remote control?
No.
They probably messed with the breaker.
No.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Or
No.
maybe they caused a power surge?
That's it.
I agree with that.
I agree! You're wrong! I mean, I agree!
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
Yeah, good for us.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Someone caused attention.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
Oh.
What the heck?
Oh, we're gonna have that battle thing? Okay. I got it.
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Oh. I don't like
The irons in the
this.
storage room caused the blackout. Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? And that means everyone who, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
What the fuck?
If the irons in the storage room caused the black, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
No, just because
Oh, I get
people
it.
were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall, if the irons caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Okay.
But the people in the
No.
dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout,
Allow me to cut through
Ah,
those
okay.
words.
I forgot to switch the things, but the AC timers were both set in the room.
irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
Because everything was, and then the light, all this stuff was plugged
The
into the
direct
ACs.
trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Yeah.
air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Peko was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
Such a hateful bear!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is,
what kind of crazy
who
just
caused
happened?
it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners.
He's acting shady, but I know it's not him.
Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
But he was the only one in the old building at the
What
time.
a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
But you were the only one in there
What
before
are
him.
you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
Then why are we here? And why is Byakuya dead?
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point.
He's fucking crazy.
Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others,
His programming is
isn't it
malfunctioning.
better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Is he the murderer? Because he's acting...
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with
Yeah.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this.
It's just a
There's
Makoto
no
robot.
way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
Yes, we do, or we're all gonna die.
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Why are you acting so cray-cray?
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already.
What is wrong with
There are
him?
no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
He's acting really shady. It's
Because
bizarre.
we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
Better not be Gundam. Because
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I want her goddamn hoodie.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Glow in the dark
Didn't
tape.
we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
And that's, I don't know how the lamp above a table with a tablecloth on it would work, but I'm guessing
No,
that's
not
supposed to
that.
be the point.
I mean before that.
Before? Oh, is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Oh! Because there's no reason for that stupid desk lamp to be on the table, but it's plugged into the wall, and if you feel the cord, you would... I get it. Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to the table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
That's
the
the
diagram
lamp.
of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Nagito. Oh. You're the closest one. Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. It's clearly shown in this diagram. Oh no. no, it can't be him. It's got to be like a ruse here. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move that table in the dark. The lamp, the killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Spot selection. Select a suspicious spot. Oh. The lamp?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used
the cord on the desk lamp. Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp light. The killer actually used...
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Fucking genius. I like that.
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
The person who reached the table by feeling along the desk lamp's power cord. That person would have been able to grab the desk lamp's cord right when the blackout happened. This is according to Nagito, but I don't think it's him. But this is the person that... It's gotta find out that it's not him, though.
One. Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
And he is the only one alone.
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right?
It can't be him, though.
A chance to hide the knife under the table?
I don't believe it. Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning, because he was the one in there.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning?
And you wanted us to go to Byakuya's room. Why is that?
If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
This doesn't seem right.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another... I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Oh, also, yes, he is the one who did the drawing straws.
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
And he could have purposely kept the short one for himself. To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of the cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
He's malfunctioning. There's no way he fucking did it.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
What?
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
He's a lot nuts.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. I don't know. This seems really I'm not at all what I was expecting. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this part up here because we're going long. So we're about that time. So then when we come back, we'll continue and see what happens. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.